So Mark Williams Thomas has jumped online to give us another update in the Jay Slater case. I don't think it was much of an update myself. He has basically said that the whole way through all the friends were working alongside him and answering all his questions, despite the fact that earlier he said they weren't being truthful with him. Apparently that's now wrong. He said he's had long conversations with Debbie and that he believes it is a tragic accident, and he always said it was a tragic accident. To me, that is rewriting history a little bit, because it was actually Mark that was telling us all that Jay had left scared, that there was reasons why he'd left and he couldn't go back. And he does actually talk about that in this video as well. He says that now is not the right time to say why Jay left scared or why Jay didn't want to return, and he doesn't want to put that information out there just yet because it would cause further alarm and distress to the family, which the only thing that makes sense in my head is if Jay left scared because of something that Jay had done, because he doesn't want to further sully like Jay's memory from what he's saying. We can only take him at face value. To me, this video is a little bit like rewriting history on everything you've said previous about Jay Slater's case. But if you've had long talks with Debbie and she's kind of agreed that she wants it wrote off as some kind of terrible accident as well, there isn't really much more anyone else can do, because, you know, I don't know where else you're supposed to go from that. If you know, the investigator, the mother, the friends, everybody want the situation just dropped, then what else do you do with that information? You know, there were talks from Mark before, whether they were online or not, about Jay fleeing there terrified, about he had picked up 2 knives back at the Airbnb because he was scared, but yet those knives were still at the Airbnb after Jay had left, meaning he was disarmed in some way. We know there was the second vehicle that arrived at the Airbnb about an hour after Jay Slater had arrived back there with the 2 men in the car and the mystery person in the car that no one wants to talk about. And we do know that that has never been verified with anyone who those people were in the car. We're just taking Abe's word for that. So many things about this case bother me. I think they always will. But you can't fight for justice if no one else wants justice.